Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're doing well. So, welcome back to my Arabic lesson. So, inshallah, today we will cover the high level uh, overview of the Arabic language in terms of the grammar. So, I already gave you the introduction about myself that I'm a student of IOU. I'm in my first semester and I'm recording this as what are the topics that I'm learning. I want to teach it to you. So, we discussed about the Arabic alphabet before that there are 29 Arabic alphabet considering Alif and Hamza as separate alphabet. Okay, if you're considering them as single alphabet then it would be 28. I'm just giving you the types of difference of opinion uh, based on the classical scholars and modern day scholars. Okay, how the linguists view the number of letters. All right, and so we also discussed about in our previous lesson the how do we spell these letters, also, or how do we read these letters. And so today we are going to continue from there on. So there are 29 Arabic alphabets. This is what I have been taught. And so these are your alif, ba, ta, sa, jim, ha, kha, dal, dal, ra, za, shin, shin, صاد ضاد ضاد ظا عين غين فا كاف كاف لام ميم نون ها واو همزة. Yeah. Okay. So today also we will be touching on a new topic called Arabic vowels. So there are two things. There are consonant and there are non-consonant in Arabic. Okay. So consonant are those Arabic alphabet which we cannot pronounce it without the help of a vowel. Okay. Without the help of the harakat, you can say. And non-consonant are the letters which we can pronounce independently. All right. So in Arabic, we have two type of vowels: short vowels and long vowels. So in short vowels, we have fatha, dhamma, kasra. So fatha is, you can see here, is something looks like this. Okay, this is fatha above the letter. This is dhamma. It's like a wow, small wow. And then this is kasra below the letters. So you can see example, this is the letter ba. So with this haraka, we will pronounce this as ba. And with dhamma, we will pronounce this as bu. And with kasra, we will pronounce this as b. Right? So these are the short vowels, which are your fatha, dhamma, and kasra. So I hope you can recognize them, how they look like. Fatha is above the letter, Dhamma is a vowel sound. Looks like a vowel, small vowel, on the top of the letters. Kasra is something like this. It is below the letters. Okay. So this is Fatha, Dhamma, and Kasra. Now, moving on to our Arabic long vowels, you will see we have three letters here. These are the Arabic long vowels. These are your alif, waw, and ya. All right. In Arabic consonant, like I said, is all from alif to ya, which requires harakat in order to be pronounced. All right. So this is all about Arabic vowels. So just remember, there are fatha, dhamma, and kasra, which are called short vowels, and this is alif, waw, and ya. These are called long vowels. We'll discuss more in detail in our subsequent video. All right. So there are five basic harakat. Okay, these are all harakat, like we discussed: fatha, kasra, dhamma, and also sukun, and then shadda. Okay, so sadda looks like this. So you can see here, the sadda looks like this. W kind of a sign here. So we pronounce that word twice. Then we have sukoon, which is, it looks like something round or circle kind of small thing, and then half circle, something like that. So sukoon is what we called. And so when we read this word, we just stop there. Okay. Dhamma, we know it's like U kind of sign, Kasra is E, and then Fatha is A. Okay. So there is no motion here in Sukun, and the Shadda is the double the letter. So whichever letter the Shadda will be, we will read that letter, pronounce that letter twice. All right. So Fatha, let's start from the first one. Fatha, if there is a Fatha on a letter, we will basically pronounce as A. Okay. And then if there is a Kasra on a letter, we will pronounce that letter as E. If there is a Dhamma on the letter, we will pronounce as U. If there is a Sukun on any of the letter, we'll make no motion. All right. And then if there's a Sadda on any of the letter, we'll pronounce that letter twice. All right. Don't worry, we'll understand all of this with examples in our future. Just try to understand the high levels of what we are going to study in our future videos. So just take it on lightly and just understand what I'm trying to explain here on a high level, and inshallah we will dig deeper into each with examples so you will understand them better, inshallah. Okay. All right, so the same thing is here: Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma, and Sukun. Okay. Now let's understand the parts of speech in Arabic. So in Arabic, any word, if you say, which probably will fall into any of these three categories. These are your harf, fail, and ism. Or if you're taking from the left hand side, it's your ism, fail, and harf. All right. So ism is basically your noun, more closely to noun in Arabic. Okay, but with little difference here and there, because Arabic is a different language, English a different language. So there will be some similarities around there. So I just said noun, but if you go a little deeper, it is more than noun. Okay, file is your verb, you can say, more close to Arabic. Then your harf is the particles. All right. So, like I said, there are three types, or you can say parts of speech in Arabic. These are your ism, noun, more closely to English. File is your verb, and harf is your conjunction, prepositions, and all. Right. So, we'll dig deeper into each of this topic because each of this topic require a lot of long discussion and lectures to understand them better. So that is what we are going to cover in this Arabic language, especially the grammar part. Okay, so ism is noun, fail is verb, harf is particle. This is something you just remember for now. But as we go deeper and discuss all of the ins and outs, then you will understand them better what we are going to get into. Right now, we discussed about the parts of speech before. Now we are discussing about the types of sentences. So sentences is called jumla. Okay, in Arabic, sentence is called jumla in Arabic. So anwa'u jumla means types of Arabic sentence or types of sentence in Arabic language, which we are discussing here. So there are two types of sentence in Arabic. These are your jumlatul ismiya and jumlatul fi'liya. So from the right, this is your jumlatul ismiya, which is called nominal sentence, and then and the other one you have is the jumlatul fi'liya, which is called the verbal sentence. Now, the Jumlatul Ismiya is further classified into two categories. These are your Mubtada and Khabar. Mubtada is a subject, Khabar is a predicate. Alright. For example, here is a sentence. It says, Al-Kitabu Jadidun. The book is new. So here, the subject is Al-Kitab, right? The book is the subject. And Jadidun is the Khabar, or we can say the predicate, the news, right? So this is one example of a nominal sentence. Now, the distinguished feature of a nominal sentence is that it usually start with a noun or what we call as ism. So al-kitab is a ism, is a noun. So start any sentence that start with a noun is called jumlatul ismiya. It's called jumlatul ismiya. Now move to on the left hand side, jumlatul fi'liya. Now this is a verbal sentence. So verbal sentence consists of fail, which is a verb, file, the subject who is doing the action, and maf'ul is the object on which the action is being done. Right? So let's repeat once again. Jumlatul fi'liya is called verbal sentence, and verbal sentence consists of fail, which is the verb, the action itself, and it also consists of file, the subject, the person who is doing the action, and maf'ul is the object on which the action is being done. All right. So, for example, let's take example of this sentence: يقرأ أحمد الكتاب. يقرأ أحمد الكتاب. So Ahmed is reading book. Yaqra is a to means to read. So it's a verb. It starts with a verb. Ahmed is the file here, is the subject here, and al-kitab is the object. So yaqra, the verb yaqra, Ahmed is the subject, and al-kitab is the maf'ul on which the action is being done. Right? So Ahmed is the person who is reading kitab, right? So this is an example of a verbal sentence. Now, the distinguished feature and how do you recognize a sentence as a verb is because simply it starts with a verb. Start with some action words, right? For example, yaqra is read. So it starts with read, which is an action word. So that's how you know that this is an example of jumlatul fi'liya. All right. So let's recap once again types of sentences. So there are two types of sentences. You have jumlatul ismiya and jumlatul fi'liya. Jumlatul ismiya consists of mubtada and khabar, which is your subject and predicate, or you can say news. And in jumlatul fi'liya, it consists of fail, file, and maf'ul. Fail is verb, file is subject. The person doing it, and maf'ul is on which the action is being done. All right. So that's the overview of jumlatul types of sentence in Arabic. Okay. Moving on next with example of ism. What is ism? Like I said, noun. We can say ism is noun. It contains names, place, animals, or things. For example, on the left hand side, if you see waladun, baitun, kittun, cat. Alright, waladun means boy, baitun means house, kittun means cat. On the right hand side, these are the most common Arabic nouns. So, for example, on the right hand side, if you start, doctor means tabib, teacher means ustada, this is a female teacher, bathroom is hammam, bed is sarir, then rajul is man, mar'a is woman, khubz is bread, ma is water. Alright, so these are the common Arabic nouns. We'll have to discuss each of this topic in separate video because there are a lot of ins and out of each topic. But on a high level, this is something you know that these are the most common Arabic nouns. For example, tabib, ustada, hammam, sarir, rajul, mara, khubz, and ma. Right. Next is the Arabic verbs. Right. Some of the examples of Arabic verbs include from the right hand side, sharaba means to drink, faqara to think, tahdas to speak, rocks to run, order to leave, faham to understand, nam sleep, aqal to eat. Right? So these are some of the example of Arabic verbs. Let's recap once again. Sharaba, drink, faqara, think, tahada, tahdasa, speak, raqasa, run, غادر, لفهم, as fahima, understand, na'ama, sleep, aqala, to eat. Right? Now, what is harf? We also discussed, right? Arabic, we discuss here that parts of speech consist of is, fail, harf. So far we have an understanding like ism is like a noun, Fail is like verb. So what is harf that we are going to discuss here? So harf is a third part of speech in Arabic grammar. Okay, after the noun and fail, which is the is and the verb. So particle denote so case ending Arab and serve like they serve the rules like prepositions, conjunction, or interjection without independent meaning. They do not have meaning in itself. All right. So here are some of the examples. For example, we have fi. Fi means in. Then we have ala. Ala means on. You can see the meaning right over here in this column and also the examples used here and the pronunciation. So fi means in, ala means on, min means from. Conjunction also like wa means and, al means or. Interrogative is also we use hal, question, yes or no. Ma, what. Interrogative. Negation, for example, laysa is not, la, no, not. All right. So these are all the example of verb. So for example, في الكتاب في حقيبتي. The book is in the bag. Okay, so here fi means in, so it's example of preposition which come under the category of harf in the Arabic language system. Then we have ala. Ala means on. Al-kalmu ala al-maktab. So the pen is on the desk. Min means from. Ja'a min madrasati. Came from school. All right. Then wow means and. Ra'aytu Ahmad wa Zaidan. Ra'aytu means saw, mean to see. I saw um, Ahmad and Zaid. Aw means or. Kitabun or qalamun, book or pen. For integrative we use hal. Okay, so hal ja'a Zaidun. So it's like a question particle, like we use hal in like is this a book, something along that line. So it's a hal for question particle. So the sentence here is hal ja'a Zaidun. Did Zaid came back? So ja'a means to come back. So did Zaid come back? So obviously, when you translate to English, it has to be something in English which we can understand. So it cannot be always 100% right. For example, I said hal could means you know is did depending on the type of sentence, the meaning of the sentence. So for example, hal ja zaidun, which basically translate in English to did Zaid came back. Okay, so obviously cannot always have a one-to-one translation in Arabic in English, because Arabic words have more rich meaning, and when you translate it to English, you might have to uh, make it look better in English, so we might have to use the right word here. Okay, so next is ma. Ma is also question, which basically means what. It's like interrogative question. So here the example of the sentence is masmuk. What is your name? Masmuk. What is your name? Laysa means is not. Laysa al-waladul huna. So laysa al-waladul huna. Basically, it says waladu means al-walad means the boy. The boy is not here. Huna means here, so laysa waladun here, so boy is not here. La means not, do not or no. La tadhab basically means to do not go. Okay, la tadhab means do not go. Right? So I hope you get an idea of what harf is. Basically, is speech, is part of speech in Arabic, which basically connects words, and basically consists of preposition, conjunction, interrogative, negation. Right? Okay, now that is awesome. Moving on to our, we'll recap once again. So we have harf, then fail and ism, and we will see some of the example. For example, of harf is on, which ala in Arabic, in, fi in Arabic, regarding, an in Arabic, yes, na'am in Arabic, la, no in Arabic, that, what, ma in Arabic. Okay, now fail. He did. فعل, he will do. يفعل, he writes. يكتب, he is writing. يكتب, he entered. دخل, enter. ادخل. Okay, اسم examples include Muhammad, William, Pakistan, London, Kamis, shirt, الغار, cave. Okay, so these are all the example of harf, verb, and noun. To help you getting the overall pictures of the Arabic grammar, and things will get easy inshallah once we discuss each of this topic in detail. Okay, now we will just go a little bit on the Arabic nouns, so which is a form of speech in Arabic grammar. They consist of name of people, places, things, or ideas, and undergo era basically is a case ending. So you will see some kind of haraka at the end of the letters in the Arabic noun. Okay, it could be nominative, accusative, genitive, depending on the harakat of the word. All right. Okay. So, what is definitive? Definitive is what we call as al-marifa in Arabic. So it starts with the marker al. For example, al-kitabu, the book. This specifies a known noun. And definite is like a nakira. In Arabic, we call, for example, kitabun. Okay. So, for example, this kitabun. Okay, kitabun is a book, as is known for a known noun, right? Then we have masculine, feminine. So, just like in Arabic, we have genders, right? Similarly, in English and Arabic, also we have the same section of gender. So, masculine, it will have no markers. It will be, for example, like muallimun, it's a default gender. For feminine, you will have this called ta marbuta or this hamza kind of thing. So, for example, muallimatun means female teacher, right? Then you have singular, so baitun, one item, right? Dual means, so one thing to remember here is like in English we just have singular or plural. So anything is one item we call it singular, anything more than one item we call it plural. But in Arabic we have three categories. Okay, so singular means you have one item here, right? Dual means you have two item here, and plural means anything greater than two. So anything greater than two would be considered plural. All right. So this is something this is something what we have in Arabic language. All right. So for singular we have like for example baitun. Dual we have the later something like this and the end of the word ani or aini or ain. So baitani means two houses, exactly two houses. And plural we say like more than two is considered plural in Arabic, so it will have the ending words like una, aina. All right. So muallimuna means teachers, basically means more than two teachers. All right. So now there's two things which we will discuss in subsequent video, but for now just remember that the plural is basically sound and broken. So kutubun is a broken plural, irregular, and muallimun is sound, right? So 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 now just to recap once again. So we have definite, which we call Marifa. Indefinite in Arabic is called nakira, masculine is called muzakkar, feminine is called muannas, singular we call it, you know, singular, or I'm forgetting the Arabic word for singular. Um, Singular in Arabic is called uh, singular, dual, and plural. Let me quickly check. All right, I got it. So singular in Arabic is called mufrad, dual in Arabic is called musanna, and plural in Arabic is called jama. All right. So plural again could be sound unbroken. Um, so that's it for what you need to know about the Arabic nouns. Moving on, next we'll discuss about rough, nasb, and jar. Okay, mostly it means subject, object, and after the preposition we use this. So we discuss about this, right? Dhamma, fatha, and kasra. So this is what in main in Arabic is called raf, nasab, and jar. An example it would be like al waladu yal'abu, the boy plays. So here, if you see the ending of the word uh, al waladu, the subject is dhamma. Okay, and for the next example, if you see in nasab category, you'll see ra'aytu al walada. It has a kasra. I saw the boy, al walada. Okay, and then in jar, you will see the last word is fil baiti. So whenever we have preposition, the next word would be automatically be something like this. Um, so if you notice here, this is so when we have this kind of preposition, then what happens is the next word would be in jar. Okay, so jar is basically what we call as kasra. So there is kasra. It's not like uh, fill by two or fill by ta. It will be fill by the. This is what it will be. Okay, so we have rough, nasab, and jar. So this is what we have called dhamma, something like this. And then we call nasab, which we have called kasra, something like this. And then we have jar, which is below the letter, right? For example, fee. Okay, yeah. So this is roughness and jar. Next we will see, okay, now we will discuss the verb type. So there are three types of verb. These are your from the right hand side, if you see, or you can start from the left hand side. It is basically consist of past tense, which action has happened already in the past. Then you have present and future tense combined together in Arabic, which we call at fil mudari, and then you have imperative tense, fil amr. So, like I said earlier, that not everything will be related similar in Arabic language, because Arabic language is different and your English language is different, right? So you cannot have the same structure here in the Arabic language. So there will be little here and there changes here. For example, past tense you can see is called fi'l madi, but present and future tense are clubbed together in Arabic verbs and they are called fi'l mudare. And then you have imperatives and basically command sentence, for example, commanding to do some kind of action. So those kind of words are called imperative tense, or in Arabic is called fi'l amr, right? These are three categories of Arabic verb. Also, we'll understand some of the pronouns. So we have like the first person, which is the person I'm like for example, if I'm the one speaking, then I will be considered first person because I'm talking about myself. or the person within a group. Okay, second person is person I'm talking to. So there's a person in front of me, that would be considered a second person. For example, you in Arabic is called anta, all right, in feminine is called anti. Dual, which we discuss, if there are two people, then it's called antuma, and plural is more than two people, so it will be antum. All right. Third person is someone who is not present in my conversation. So, for example, if I'm talking about someone who is not present in front of me, those people will be considered third person. And for example, we have he, she, they. So, hua is called he. Here is called feminine, so it's called she. And huma is for two people, and whom is for more than two people. All right. So it's a very logical structure here. So you should be able to understand all of them. First person, we are talking about me or myself or the group which we are in. So that's why we have we, I, and we. I is Anna, and same thing for feminine also is called Anna. Dual, because there is no two people we are talking about here. So we are Nahnu. Okay, and then second person is anta, anti, antuma, antum, antuna. Third person is huwa, hiya, huma, hum, hunna. All right, so remember this thing: masculine, feminine, dual, masculine plural, and feminine plural. Right, so you need to remember this because there are two categories. Every word changes depending on the feminine and masculine. And also remember this thing called dual. All right, dual. So yeah, so that's it that you should know. And then the last time which we discussed, these are we are discussing, is called the pronouns. So pronouns is basically also part of pronoun. Okay, right, correctly, yes. So pronoun is also part of ism. Okay, it's also part of ism, which is noun in Arabic, which we call as. Okay, so pronoun is also part of ism. So that's what we're discussing here. First person singular. So in pronoun there are also two categories. One is the mutasil, which occurs independently, like these are um, the words which are occur independently, but also it can happen that these words are joined to another word, so this will be uh, attached. So these are called what we call as the detached pronoun. Detached. This is called detached because it's not connected to any other words here. It offers separate, like for example, Ana Muslim. Okay, so it will be like Ana, and then there is another word called whatever Muslim or whatever. Okay, so this is not attached to the next word, so that is called detached pronoun. And the next which slide, if you see here, this is called attached pronoun. All right, my handwriting is very bad here. This is called attached pronoun, and so in attached pronoun you have, these are the examples. So e, what we call as, which refers to my, ka means second person. Okay, and who means third person. For example, if I say kita, 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 okay, kita B. Okay, kitabi means kitab, you understand, right? Kitab means book, and when you have this e, basically means what? My. So it refers to my book, my. All right, so this is the attached pronoun. So if you can see here, this ya is attached to a noun here, right? Kitab, you understand? So it is attached to kitab ya, so it is called kitabi. If it is your, it will be kitabuka, it is your, kitabuhu, his, or something like that. Okay, so again, this was just an example for masculine singular. You can have the same example for feminine, um, and then for dual also you'll have, then masculine plural and masculine feminine, right? So just to keep in mind all of these, so I'm going to remove all of them. um so like I discussed pronouns, so these are the pronouns. أنا أنت أنت هو هي نحن أنتم هم, right? So that's it for this video, and I will see you guys in another video. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.